49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, we have section final games in football, including San Ramon Valley and Pittsburg. Los Gatos meet St. Francis and the Turkey Bowl with Balboa and Lincoln.
It's time for winter sports. We will have basketball with Monta Vista and Leland, girls hoops with Evergreen Valley and Lynbrook, and the story of the Moreau Catholic soccer player and how he's overcome the tragedy in his family. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the NCS Division I bracket with two great teams meeting for the title. San Ramon Valley is coming off a tight 7-0 win over Cardinal Newman.
Pittsburg lost a tight 3-point game to De La Salle, so the Pirates dropping down from the Open to Division I. 10-2 Pitt meeting the 11-1 Wolves at Diablo Valley College Friday night.
Here come the Pittsburgh Pirates getting set to battle SRV for the NCS D1 title, and the Pirates storm fast. Give the rock to Jamar Searcy, and the Washington State commit barrels his way in for 6. PAT good, 7-0 Pirates. Back come the Wolves, Rhett Thompson working out of the shotgun, who uncorks this ball to the end zone, and Dylan Deitch hauls it in for a Wolves touchdown, all tied at 7 apiece. Pitt getting a little creative with the play calling. Marley Alcantara fakes the handoff, fakes the end around, and Marley takes a shot down the field and finds Makari Kenyon, who sheds a tackle, keeping the play alive, weaving his way through another defender and scores a 71-yard touchdown. 13-7 Pitt after one. More Pitt in the second, and the Alcantara Kenyon connection strikes again. How about Makari making this one-handed catch for another Pirates touchdown? Oh my, 27 Pitt. But the Wolves would take the lead going into the half, scoring 2 touchdowns as Thompson slings a pass over to Owen Scott, who draws some separation and scampers in for 6. It's 21-20 Wolves at the half, but Pittsburgh fights back. Alcantara with a quick pass to Kenny Ward. Man, this kid's good. The speedy freshman breaks a tackle and finds his way in the end zone for a Pirates touchdown. 27-21 Pitt after 3. SRV looks to grab the lead back, but the pass is picked off by Truly Bell. He's truly the one to make a big play on D for the Pirates. And Pitt handles business the rest of the way. 4 touchdown passes for Marley Alcantara, including this pass to LaDwayne Thomas, as Pittsburgh holds on to beat SRV to win its 4th consecutive NCS Division I title. 35-28 was the final.
Leland and Sequoia ready to get going in this CCS Division V title game. Sequoia punting early and racing in to block it is Brady Hernandez. It's a safety and a 2-0 Leland lead. Later in the first, Sequoia moving the ball, running right at us is Jordan Crockett, and the senior back has a big first down for Sequoia. Now toss it to Crockett far side. This is a 5-yard touchdown run and a 7-0 Sequoia Ravens lead. Still first quarter, Leland driving. Jacob Gibson fakes the handoff, then fires deep over the middle. It's Hernandez with a terrific catch. Second quarter now, and Gibson looking for Hernandez again. A beautiful pass and catch, 27 yards, and Leland has a 15-7 lead. Still second quarter, Sequoia scores on a quick drive. Sean Royer takes it in for the Ravens, and it's a 15-14 Leland lead. Under a minute left in the half, the Ravens driving again. Royer goes deep to Randy Nunez, who had a monster night. That's a 38-yard play. Then Royer fires into the end zone. It's tipped by Blake Whitaker, and there to haul it in is Nunez, and the Ravens take a 21-15 lead to the half. Second half, the Ravens looking to take a 2-score lead, but Brady Hernandez, making big plays all over the field, gets the pick. The Chargers take advantage as Gibson keeps it, turns the corner, and the senior is in. Yep, that is going to be on Cal High, Jake, as the Chargers tie it at 21-all. Same score, 5 minutes to play. Gibson sees the running back, Hudson Vi. The defender tries to make a play, but Vi has the ball, and the 6'3 senior is fast. racing 76 yards for the go-ahead score as Leland takes a 27-21 lead. 11 seconds to play. Last chance for the Ravens. The ball is caught, but time runs out as the play ends, and Leland celebrates its 5th CCS title, a thrilling 27-21 victory. Big games in this one for Gibson and Vi as the Leland Chargers win the CCS Division 5 title.
Tyler Flipson checking in. Lynbrook Vikings hosting Evergreen Valley Cougars for the season opener for both teams. The Vikings come out swinging. Alice Wu dishes it to Kate Nagaretta in the corner, finding space and drops a long 2. Lynbrook leads by 3. 2:30 to play in the first. After Baggett finds Samanvi Gudlavaletti driving to the rack and 1. The sophomore is loving it. We jump halfway through the second quarter now, and Evergreen sticking around. Raylene Sandhu showing off the mid-range jumpers, cutting the Cougar deficit to 8. Under 2 minutes before the half, Vikings protecting their lead. How about this one from Wu with the clean reverse, extending Lynbrook's lead into the half. But here come the Cougars at the end of the third. Sandhu in the corner for 3, splash! Cougars behind by just 4, 29-25. Nearly the end of the fourth now. Evergreen down by 3. Davin Woodham to Leah Zom nailing the 3. We're tied at 36 all, and that would be enough to send us to overtime. Cougars find the early lead. Gudlavaletti drops the 3. It's 39-36 Evergreen Valley. Just seconds left to play in OT. Vikings trail by 2. Wu driving up and in, tying us back up with just 15 seconds. Ensuing Cougars possession. Baggett into the paint, a sweet pass to Woodham, and then traffic drops it in and take the lead back, 41-39. Vikings with just 2 seconds looking for it all, sending a hope and a prayer, but won't go. Woodham, the hero, after Evergreen Valley completes the overtime comeback win. What a way to start the regular season.
It's our first look at girls soccer with Monta Vista of Cupertino hosting Branham in the first game of the regular season. The Bruins' Madeline Murdoch passes ahead to Jaylee Esparza Gomez. Jaylee with the left foot, and her shot is saved by Daphne Massagian, but Naya Cubas cleans it up and puts it away for the first score of the 2024 season. The next one comes a short time later. Ariella Finkelhoser with a perfect pass up ahead to Ciara Crum Bruno, who sends a great ball in the box. Audrey Baker takes the shot on goal, and Baker converts. The Branham Bruins lead at 2-0 at the half. 10 minutes into the second half, Kylie Four from the corner sends it into the crease to Crum Bruno, and this time Ciara is the one to score. She's a freshman, and it's 3-0 Bruins. The Mats second half keeper Viviana Dave gets the save here to keep it a 3-score game, and that would be the final score. Branham improves to 1-0 on the year with the 3-0 win over Monta Vista. Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our good friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Bennett Roth, 49ers Cal High Sports, Rikus Center, your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Everybody loves an underdog story when the team no one expected rises up to achieve glory. Scotty Brennan, the quarterback and main character, lost Gatos leader and far from a game manager. He threw for 250 and struck for 3 touchdowns. Had the Reardon defense entirely unwound, putting his Wildcats in winning positions. Now they headed to the finals in the open division. Throughout the whole season, they've leaned on her spark. Senior Monta Vista Matador, Kiana Mark. The court is an amusement park for this volleyball sensation. Skip the quotation, how about an exclamation? Beating Aragon, serving up 5 aces, 16 kills, spiking it in the right places. Championship results, they could throw a parade with CCS and NorCal title accolades. Yeah, 49ers Cal High Sports, Bennett Roth, Rikus Center, for your Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Abby Leung from Wilcox High School.
My goal after high school is to become a cardiothoracic surgeon, and I really want to help people. You know, I have medical conditions that doctors can't ever figure out, and I want to avoid that and help people through that. I plan on achieving that by studying the Bachelor's of Medicine and Bachelor's of Surgery at King's College London, hopefully. It is a 5-year bachelor's program, and then once I come out, I can go straight into residency.
Valley Christian Junior High recently held its fall fundraiser, and students were treated to some fun activities as they reached set milestones in their earnings. A few brave junior high teachers raced each other in silly costumes, and students got to throw pies at their teachers and even the principal. The final milestone brought the most excitement as the students got to dump slime on the junior high administration. It was a great couple of days filled with laughter and community spirit. Become a warrior today at apply.vcs.net.
U.S. Bank brings us the Football Coach of the Week award each week.
This week's Coach of the Week is Justin Allenbaugh from De La Salle. The Spartans winning a tough battle in the rain last week to head to the Open Division state title game. Justin Allenbaugh, this week's U.S. Bank Coach of the Week.
Coming up, NCS Division II action with Bishop O'Dowd and Amador Valley.
And girls basketball tips off with Lincoln and Westmont as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, continues.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering a $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Always remain true. It's getting sucked in the mouth. You can't handle that. Bring the fight to them today. Be pissed off about it. Come on, Pittsburgh team. Go win this game today.
McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front!
Secure your seats at 49ers.com/tickets.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence.
To the NCS Division II final game where Amador Valley continues to put up lots of points on the way to the title game.
4-seeded Bishop O'Dowd upset top-seeded Liberty to make the final game. This week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, our Adrian Soriano was there.
Welcome to Dublin High School for the NCS Division II championship game between the number 4 seed Bishop O'Dowd Dragons and the number 2 seed Amador Valley Dons. The Dons are looking to win their first ever NCS championship behind senior quarterback Tristan Tia. Tristan has over 4,100 total yards and 45 total touchdowns on the season. Meanwhile, the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons are looking to win their 6th championship and their first since 2018 behind senior running back Saluso, who had 132 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown against Liberty last week. Who will take home the NCS Division II title and punch their ticket into NorCal's next week? Let's find out in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. The Dons pounding the rock early, give it to Ismael Duenas, who finds a hole and turns on the Jets all the way to the Dragons' 39-yard line. Then a few plays later, Tommy Vespi gets the carry and finds the end zone for the first points of the game. 8-0 Amador Valley Dons after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Saluso running it in for the touchdown. The point after was blocked, and it's 8-6 Amador Valley. The Dons respond later in the quarter. It's Duenas with the carry again, and Ismael shows off his speed, sprinting all the way inside Dragons territory for a big gain. Then it's Tristan Tia with the pass to Ben Stout, who leaps over his defender to make the catch as Amador Valley takes a 14-6 lead into halftime. The Dragons looking to start off the second half on a high note, but the pass is picked off by Anthony Harrington as the Dons take over. Then it's Oregon State bound senior Tristan Tia doing it with his legs, this time for a 17-yard gain. Tristan would sneak it in a short time later, and it's 22-6 Dons. Bishop O'Dowd answers back as Devin Wilson heaves it deep, and Deja Josie makes a spectacular catch in the back of the end zone as the Dragons pull to within 10. But the Dons pull away in the end. Tia connects with Ben Stout again for the touchdown as Amador Valley wins the NCS Division II title, the first section title in program history. And here's Tristan Tia talking about what this means after the game.
Hey, what does it mean, boys?
That's a little bit of how it means, yep. You know, we worked hard for this, you know. We came to this season knowing what we can do, and it showed on the field. Hard work beats talent any day.
In Dublin with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Let's go to Hayward for the NCS D7 title game between Ferndale and Moreau Catholic, and we got a wild first play from scrimmage. The ball hits the quarterback, but Jalen Arnold catches it, finds a hole, and explodes. No one's gonna catch Jalen. That's a Mariners touchdown, 7-zip MC. Later in the first, it's tied at 7 until Jeremiah Charles slings a pass over to Jalen, who weaves by a couple defenders and gets the corner for 6. It's 14-7 Mariners at the half. Third quarter, here come the Wildcats. Give the rock to Luke Dixon, and Luke barrels his way in for 6. The PAT was blocked. It's 14-13 Mariners. Moreau Catholic looking to extend its lead in the third, but the Mariners cough up the rock, and Henry Westfall recovers the rock for the Wildcats. Same score after 3 quarters. To the fourth, Wildcats clawing back. In fact, they have their first lead of the game, thanks to Tanner Pigeon, who rumbles his way in for one of his 2 tutties. It's 19-14 Ferndale, but on the ensuing kickoff, we know Jalen Arnold can make plays on offense, and he can also make an impact on special teams. He's loose! That's a kick 6, 21-19 Mariners. Late in the fourth, Wildcats on the move, but Ferndale coughs up the rock! Eric Fields forces the fumble and recovers it! Head coach Keith Miner gets a well-deserved water bath. Moreau Catholic wins the NCS D7 title, the program's first ever section title, beating Ferndale 21-19.
Aislinn Seaton and True Henley coming off a great flag football season for Lincoln. They open up basketball season facing the Westmont Warriors. The Warriors lead it to start. Larmasian passes to an open Ireland Alarith in the post, and Westmont goes on to take the 8-3 lead. There's Ace at the top of the key. Great pass to Olivia Fuentes Muniz, then to Diana Tanife. All girls part of the flag football team, by the way. But Westmont controls the rock as Massian passes to Ditya. Rajan in the corner. Ditya makes it splash for the long 2. And Westmont leads by 7 after 1 when Catherine Tanaka finds Avery Noss. That's a 3 for Noss, 13-5 Westmont. Closing seconds of the first half, Aislinn Seaton trying to penetrate the paint. She settles for the fadeaway buckets. Ace beats the buzzer, but Westmont would lead by 10 at the break. Noss passes to Alarith. She goes one-on-one with the defender and hits him with a sick hook shot. 14 points on the night for the sophomore, and it was fellow sophomore Avery Noss with her foot on the gas all game long. That is her 4th 3 on the night, tallying up a game-high 16 points. A big opening night for Westmont, defeating Lincoln 57-30. Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Emma Sellenbacher from the Acalanes girls volleyball team. Emma is a member of the school female athlete board and serves as co-president for the senior women's club, where they help put together dress drives, fundraisers like bake sales, and a whole lot more. Emma Sellenbacher, this week's Service Champions student spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Ellison Rush from Sacred Heart Prep. Ellison with 2 amazing blocks in the Gators NorCal win last week. Ellison Rush, D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the Crystal Springs Upland girls volleyball team. The girls great on the court and in the classroom with a sparkling 3.85 GPA. That GPA leads the section for all girls volleyball teams. Be sure to check us out on social media. You can subscribe to our growing YouTube membership where you get lots of great content including early highlights, our popular podcasts, and full game videos from any game we shoot.
Also, lots of great stuff on our Instagram, where we now have 33,000 followers. You can find us at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, the CCS Division II title game with Wilcox and Palma.
And boys hoops with St. Francis and Carlmont. But first, here's our final U.S. Bank Top 10 volleyball poll.
Party time!
From the beginning, Moreau West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Moreau West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Moreau West works for me.
Moreau West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Moreau West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Shannon Mountain Valley. Wolves. And you're watching 49ers Acalanes Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
The Wilcox Chargers are the top seed in the CCS Division II bracket with outstanding running back and safety Braden Rosa having a great year on both sides of the ball.
You think he's good enough to be a player of the year?
I think he is.
He's
our defensive player of the year.
We definitely have inside information on that. The Chargers taking on Palma this week. The Chieftains with a 1-point win over Menlo last week to reach the final game. The Chargers and Chieftains in the game played at San Jose City College Saturday night.
The CCS Division II title on the line as Wilcox takes on Palma at San Jose City College. The Chieftains on the board first in the first. Patrick Driscoll drops back and heaves it deep to a wide open Lucas Wilburn, and Lucas is gone. The point after is no good, and it's 6-0 Palma. Wilcox jumps ahead later in the quarter as Adrian Garcia scampers into the end zone. PAT good, and it's 7-6 Chargers after one. It was all Palma in the second. Give it to Isaac Hernandez, who shows off his speed, taking it deep inside Chargers territory for a big gain. Then a few plays later, hand it to Eli Dukes, and the Duke powers his way in for the touchdown as Palma takes a 13-7 lead. The Chieftains on the board again as Dukes finds pay dirt for the second time as Palma takes a 20-7 lead at halftime. But the Chargers offense stormed back in the second half. Elijah Vallejo powers it for the touchdown, and it's a one-score game. Then it's Braden Rosa with the keeper, and Braden turns on the Jets! 45 yards to the promised land. The point after is good, and Wilcox retakes the lead 21-20. Palma looking to rally back, but the deep pass is picked off by Jeremiah Aravalos, one of Jeremiah's 2 picks in the second half as the Chargers take over. Wilcox marches down the field again, and Vallejo scampers it for a second rushing TD in the second half. It's 28-20 Chargers after 3. Palma would score in the fourth to make it 28-26, but Rosa puts it away with his second touchdown as the Chargers win the CCS Division II title, the 4th section title in school history. Braden Rosa leading the second half comeback with 2 touchdowns.
Let's head to Belmont as Carlmont tips off the 2024-25 season against St. Francis. The Scots love to shoot the 3 ball as Franklin Quo finds Camden No, and yeah, that's a triple for the senior. Lancers respond with their own deep ball. How about the 7-foot sophomore, Nicholas Galaros Stavropoulos, nailing the trifecta. Final seconds of the first. Quo doing some damage in the paint and gets the layup to fall before time expires. 18-15 Scots after one. More Quo in the second, and yeah, this man can pull the trigger from way beyond the arc. 16 points for Franklin. Check this out. How about Andrew Guan putting his defender on skates? Wow. Carlmont outscored St. Francis 15-5 in the second quarter as Jeremiah Phillips gets an offensive board, bucket plus the foul, 33-20 Scots at the half. And Camden Knoll was lights out. 5 3-pointers in this game, 4 of them in the third quarter, which includes this triple for the senior guard. St. Francis showed no quit. Great pass here by Weston Edwards to Max Ladd for 3, but not enough as Carlmont goes on to beat St. Francis 69-59.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of the Moreau Catholic soccer star and the tragedy in his family.
Robert Aubrey, Moreau Catholic sophomore, Juan Navarro has always poured his heart into soccer, but the tragic loss of his cousin has given Juan's passion for the game an even deeper meaning.
Afternoon soccer practice at Moreau Catholic High School. This is where you will find Juan Navarro playing the game he loves most.
I discovered a passion for it at about like 5. I started really liking it. Like I started playing and I was being recorded. I love the people. Like I make like a lot of friends and I love how competitive it gets.
His approach obviously is not only hardworking, but he likes to lead by example. So obviously it's something that I've admired of him, and that's why he makes my job easy.
For Juan, growing up came with its fair share of challenges, but nothing could have prepared Juan for the heartbreak he and his family faced last summer.
I was at a game. I was helping out my club. After my game, I went to go watch my friend play because he was playing there. And after, when we were on our way back, we stopped at a liquor store so my parents could tell me that my cousin passed away.
Juan's cousin, Giselle Ortega Navarro, was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Hayward. Giselle was just 16 years old.
How am I going to tell my kids this happened? It was a cousin that, you know, they when they were younger, they spent a lot of time together. They loved each other. I mean, anytime they got a chance to be with each other, they had the best fun. It's like they didn't skip a beat.
I really couldn't believe it. Like, it didn't seem real. Like, I was really close to her, and even now, it doesn't feel real. She meant a lot to me.
Press yellow. Good, finish.
Through the thick and thin, Juan has received unwavering support from his friends and teammates at school who have stood by him every step of the way.
I came to Moreau, people made sure I was okay, and I got a lot of support.
For this season, Juan's dedicating his soccer campaign to Giselle.
Long live Gigi.
Her memory fuels this young man's determination, driving him to give everything he has on the pitch as a tribute to their close relationship and the impact she had on his life.
She meant a lot to me. I want to win it for her. Last big memory I hung out with her was her 15th birthday. I was the main guy in her quinceañera. I leaded her with all the steps because she forgot everything in the moment, and we were dancing in the middle of everyone, and she told me, she said, just keep talking to me, all these people are looking at me.
While Juan continues to excel in soccer, this hard worker continues to be an excellent role model for his family, especially his little sister.
He sets a really good example for his little sister, and you know, he's doing everything right. I can't complain.
There's more I love yous, there's more I love you too, or after every little conversation, and I become way closer with my sister as well. I don't want to lose another important person in my life, and I want to be in her life and know who she's hanging around with.
With a clear sense of purpose, Juan Navarro is ready to defend and lead the Mariners to a successful season in honor of his lost cousin.
Juan will look to lead the Mariners to a strong season. He's excited, he's ready to go, and expect this talented player to lead by example.
Tragic, but he is absolutely overcoming that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jake. Mayor West Credit Union brings us the Mayor West Merit Award. This honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here's Riley Rotaro and Sophia Oberbrunner talking about their favorite teacher, Senora Jill Casillas.
Our favorite teacher is Senora Casillas, our Spanish teacher. She is our favorite teacher at Northgate because she is the funniest and she always prepares us best for our tests on Fridays.
Coming up, it's a Thanksgiving tradition, the Turkey Bowl, to crown the City League champs.
And then we go back to the hardwood with Leland hosting Monta Vista. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things, things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives. Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
He's got nothing but an open field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Celebration! Touchdown! Celebration!
The tradition continues as the San Francisco City League plays its championship game on Thanksgiving Day every year.
The Lincoln Mustangs won the regular season game by just 1 point over Balboa. The Buccaneers looking to win it all in the game played at Kezar Stadium.
San Francisco Mayor London Breed is here to do the coin toss for the City League final between Lincoln and Balboa. The Mustangs get on the board first. In the first, Andreas Alaniguez throws to Kevin Zhao, who hauls it in for the touchdown. PAT good in at 7-0 Lincoln, but Balboa answers right back. Rylan Thien Jones scrambles and slings it deep to Amar Jaquez, and Amar will scamper into the end zone for 6. The point after is no good, and it's 7-6 Mustangs after 1. The Buccaneers looking to take the lead in the second, but Davion McGee jumps the route and picks off the pass as Lincoln takes over. But the Balboa defense comes through a short time later as the ball is fumbled, and Ramses Barrios recovers the ball in the end zone as the Buccaneers take a 12-7 lead at halftime. It would stay that way until the fourth when Rylan Thien Jones fires it deep to Joseph Smith, and Joseph is in for the score. The 2-point conversion is good, and it's 20-7 Balboa. Lincoln looking to get back in it, but Gerald Anderson gets to the quarterback for the sack. Then a few moments later, Balboa puts it away as Amar Jaquez finds a hole, and he is gone! 32 yards to the promised land as Coach Fred Velasquez gets a Gatorade bath from his players. After the game, the Balboa Buccaneers are the City League champions for the 11th time in school history, beating Lincoln 26-7. Amar Jaquez with 2 touchdowns for the victorious Buccaneers.
These are the Monta Vista Matadors getting set to open their season against Leland. The Chargers up early, toss it over to Cyrus Zhao for a long 3, but Monta Vista comes right back. Stanley Dew with a slick backdoor pass to the cutting Ninad Suresh. The 2 team captains connecting there. Back come the Chargers, a little give and go as Daniel Garcia passes it off to Brent Shimada and back to Garcia, and 1. But the Matadors will start to stretch the lead in transition. Suresh up to Stanley Dew. And again on the break, Vib Pata ahead to Suresh, who takes it to the rack and lays it in. It's a 6-point Monta Vista lead. The running mats this time go Sean Fu to Pata ahead to Suresh, and one more pass to Parth Ujay, and the mats are on their way. Leland trying to get back into it late in the half. Again, it's Zhao, and Cyrus has a pretty shot. 3 of Zhao's 10 points in the game. The Mats building on their lead is Sean Fu doing great work down low with 2 defenders on him. Fu for 2. Second half now, and Daniel G from long range. It's G for 3. The Mats lead bulging to 20 points in the third. Great defense, a big reason why. G, the steal over to Alex Tashidjian, and the Matadors have a convincing opening night win with Surash and Du leading the way. Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Deirdre Brown and Livia Masnicker from College Prep Volleyball. Deirdre and Livia are members of the CCAT Club, where they help coordinate volunteer efforts like planting plants and feeding those in need. Here is Deirdre and Livia talking about some of their volunteer work.
Our leaders of CCAT, and we just give back to the community by planting plants and feeding people. One specific thing is town fridges, where we go to our school and we cook food and we put it in containers and we put it in town fridges so people can enjoy them.
This is really important to us personally because we would love to give back to our community and make sure that our student peers are involved.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Scholar Athlete is Adler Halterman from the Half Moon Bay football team. Adler with a very impressive 4.2 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, transitional kindergarten students recently received a visit from some amazing critters courtesy of Wild Mind Science Learning. The special guests included Pig the porcupine and Pickle the armadillo. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Coming up, NCS Division III action with Campolindo and Acalanes.
And girls hoops with Milpitas and Harker. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Just like your coach, we'll be by your side helping improve your skills. Our learning specialists are here to help you develop skills to improve your executive functioning, like developing goals that are specific, measurable, and achievable, so important to academic success. Utilizing planners or digital calendars to organize and plan tasks in advance. Keeping track of the 3 Ds, when something is due, when you will do the task, and when you are done, to help with time management, task initiation, and task completion. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Campolindo Cougars have scratched and clawed their way to the NCS Division III title game. The Cougars are putting up big offensive numbers right now, heading into the final game with Acalanes.
Acalanes beat the Cougars 21-12 in the final game of the regular season. The rematch for the NCS title played at Las Lomas High School Friday night.
Diablo Foothill League rivals Campolindo and Acalanes go at it in the NCS D3 championship matchup. Dons work the ball downfield to open the game. Tyler Winkles rolls out and targets Finley Rivera. Rivera gets past the defender and into the end zone. Acalanes strikes first and leads 7-0. Dons get the ball back and hand it off to Josh Ellerts. Ellerts gets wrapped up by 2 defenders, but somehow breaks free and into Campolindo territory before he's taken down. Then Winkles goes back to the air attack, looks back end zone to Grant Riker. Grant makes the catch over his defender. Touchdown, Acalanes makes it 14-0 to end the first. Reed Habas in shotgun for the Cougars, drops back, surveys down the field, fires to Mac Fisher. Fisher hauls it in and continues down the field. Fisher is in untouched to cut the Campo deficit to 7. Same score later in the half. Habas takes a deep shot down the field to Reed Norton, who makes the catch. Reed to Reed. Campo kicks a field goal. It's 14-10 Acalanes. Final minutes of the half, Don's ball. The pass gets picked off by Sean Parker. The junior races down the field to give his offense great position. In the red zone, junior back Micah Parker jogs it in, and Campo comes back down 14 to take the lead into half. Same score in the third before Winkles fires to Rivera, and the 2 connect again. And Rivera scores his second of the night. PAT no good, 20-17 Acalanes. Same score with the second left in the game. The field goal to send us to overtime is no good, as Acalanes bumps up a division and still goes back-to-back in section title games.
Tyler Flipton checking in as the Milpitas Trojans are on the road taking on the Harker Eagles for their home opener Wednesday night. The Trojans waste no time. Jaden Little finds possession after tip-off, getting it to Brennan and David, dropping the step back 2, taking the early lead. The ensuing Eagles possession, Isabella low to the rack and 1! Harker takes the lead 3-2. Milpitas protecting their lead late in the first. Rachel Hong with plenty of room, draining the three. It's 8-6 Trojans. But Harker rallies to take the lead back at the end of the first. It's low from downtown. Bang! Eagles lead 15-8. Into the second now. Trojans, Jovelyn Victorino driving into the paint and lays in the hard-earned two. Milpitas trails by 7. Final 2 minutes before the half. Harker showing off the ball movement. Jillian Chen declare you in the corner for 3. Harker leads 21-15. Third quarter action now. Trojans fighting to stay in it. Give it to Victorino in the corner for 3. Splash! Trojans trail by just 8. But Harker does not let up. Alicia Yan from beyond the arc with ease. The Eagles lead 34-24 with 5:30 to play in the fourth. And the Eagles do not stop there. Low on the fast break, dishing to Emily Mitnick, draining the short-range jumper, and that will just about seal the deal. Harker goes on to win its season opener, taking down Milpitas 42-29.
Bernardi Zerata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Piedmont Hills head coach Matt Keesley. Matt has coached football and track and field at a variety of levels for 42 years. Matt was the Pirates head coach for the past 26 years. A great coach and a wonderful man, Matt Keesley. This week's Bernardi Zerata hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to Braden Rosa from Wilcox. You think he could be player of the year? Braden with this big hit for the Chargers in the Wilcox playoff win last week to force the incomplete pass. Braden Rosa doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, it's the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. It's the CCS D1 title game with Los Gatos and St. Francis.
And Saturday basketball with Las Lomas and Mitty right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
St. Francis and Los Gatos have met 5 times in CCS games, including the 2002 title game that ended in a 21-21 tie.
How's that
can't
game?
happen anymore.
Yeah, and it can't, I think they would do a tiebreaker now.
Yeah, they have to.
You never know. Lots of history between these two teams meeting for a 6th time in the playoffs for the CCS Division I title this time. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
I'm here at San Jose City College, and it is Black Friday, where St. Francis and Los Gatos will both be shopping for some hardware. It's the CCS Division I championship game. St. Francis comes in as the 2 seed, and we talk a lot about that Lancer running back, Kingston Kiana Ina, an integral part of the Lancers offense, earning our CCS Player of the Year honors. Los Gatos facing a WCAL gauntlet to get to this game. Quarterback Scotty Brennan has been out of this world. Brennan has thrown for over 440 yards this postseason, Bo Musser being on the receiving end of nearly half those yards. The Cats have one more DubCal team to get through, and it's the St. Francis Lancers. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. We start off the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week with the Lancers' first drive. Hand it to Kingston and watch Kiana Ina do work. Kingston just short of the goal line, and Aaron Knapp is the one to punch it in on the quarterback sneak. St. Francis leads 7-0. Los Gatos now with the ball. Here is the other guy I talked about, Scotty Brennan, launching a ball deep, and Max Thomas coming down with the awesome grab. A few plays later, Brennan hands it off to Grayson Doslack. GD powers his way in for 6, and we are tied at 7 after 1. Knapp fakes the handoff to Kingston and throws deep to a wide open Perrion Williams. Touchdown Lancers, 14-0 with 10 minutes to go in the half. Brennan passes in the flat to Cam Thomas, and after the ref gets out of the way of my shot, we can see Cam make his way up the field, a 41-yard pickup. The Wildcats looking to tie the game, but watch number 33, Tyler Behringer, apply the pressure, making it through two defenders. The quarterback throws it away, and that's a defensive stop for the Lancers. Knapp at midfield, drops back with time in the pocket, finds Perrion Williams, who hauls it in. That drive ending in a touchdown. 20-7 Lancers at the half. Kingston Kiana Ina ends up leaving the game with an injury, but of course it's next man up. This is younger brother Motu Kiana Ina with a big run. The sophomore ends the drive in the end zone, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and it all but seals this game. St. Francis wins its 17th CCS title in school history. That leads all schools, and we let Aaron Knapp hand out those cookies to his MVPs.
QB1, who are you giving these cookies to?
Hey, I'm giving it to the best offensive line in the country right here. I love these boys so much. Hey, we got Ante Dion, Aaron Benini, Opa, John, Judah. Hold on, let me. We got Case over here. Hey, I love these boys so much, man. They mean the world to me. All right, y'all boys ready? Hold on. Taste like
Los Lomas and Mitty kick off the regular season in the O'Dowd Thanksgiving Showcase. Mitty holds an early lead. Grayson Jalal grabs his own board and floats it in. 6-0 Monarchs. Knights come back. Colbin Cooley to cutting Julian Vaucher. Vaucher to Colin Pongillian. Out to Aiden Williams from deep. Good. Los Lomas leads 13-12 after one. Monarchs hot to open the second. Amani Lemaire Swift finds Danny Ryan. Ryan out to the corner for Nolan Kabibi for three. Count it. Mitty back ahead 20-16. Ryan to Lemaire Swift. Back to Ryan. Danny from deep. Green. Mitty takes a 26-18 lead into half. Pongillian on the inbound fires to Williams, who recovers the tip pass and leaves it for Joey Broadsky, who finds Vaucher, who gets the two-hand slam. Mitty responds on the other end. Ryan to Joseph Sifu. Big J to Kabibi down the baseline with a nice drive to the rim. 32-20 Monarchs. Good defense in the paint. Ryan shuts down the first attempt. Jalal blocks the second. Mitty ends the quarter with a 46-29 lead. Ryan and Jalal locked in. Danny to Grayson. Grayson pulls up from mid-range and swirls it in. One more for Ryan. This time doing it himself, driving from the logo to the rim, laying it up and in. Danny ends the night with 20 as Mitty opens the regular season with a win in Oakland.
A historic season for the Monta Vista girls volleyball team that includes a section and NorCal title.
The Matadors meeting with Jake at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls volleyball team from Monta Vista High School. Make some noise! And we are flashing the hardware at the Rikus Center. Well done. And just an unbelievable season for these Matadors. CCS title, NorCal title. So I'm with Sammy Tong. Sammy, what does this season mean to you?
Yeah, so this season has just really been a result of all of our hard work all year. We put in a lot of hours and we really dedicated a lot of time to get here and break a lot of the norms surrounding our team.
Absolutely, and I'm making my way over the Kiana mark, and my oh my, when she's going up for a spike, you better watch out. Over 400 kills on the season. You know, Kiana, if you have to describe this team with just one word, what would that one word be and why?
I think this team is just revolutionary because, you know, we made history at our school, and as for the whole volleyball team program, we got the first CCS finals championship win ever, never in history. So I think just as a team, it's been one revolutionary season. But yeah.
I'm with Ashley Yang. You've been a part of this program for many years. Ashley, you're a senior. What are you going to miss the most? This being your last season?
Yeah, I think the thing that I'm going to miss the most are my teammates because I've been able to rely on them for so long, and we've been able to supportively get through our tough battles and win our titles. And I'll just really miss our team bondings together, and I'm so grateful to be able to make some lifelong friends that I'll cherish forever. Yeah.
Ladies, congratulations on an outstanding season. One last time, take us out with a break.
MV on 3, 1, 2, 3. MV.
Coming up, the CCS Division 4 title game with Burlingame and Sacred Heart Prep.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 football poll. Fourth-seeded Burlingame advances to the Division IV title game with a wild win over the top-seed Piedmont Hills.
The Panthers taking on Sacred Heart Prep for the title. The Gators with 2 comfortable wins for a shot at the title, and the game played at San Jose City College Saturday afternoon.
Back to San Jose City College now for the CCS Division IV final between Burlingame and Sacred Heart Prep. The Gators pounding the rock early, give it to Maxine Moreau, and Maxine rumbles his way in for the touchdown. 7-0 Sacred Heart Prep. Burlingame driving later in the quarter. Luke Levitt scrambles and connects with Cian Butler to move the chains. The Panthers looking to cap off their drive in the second quarter, but Timotei Fangupo and Aseli Fangupa team up for the sack. Burlingame would finish the drive with a short field goal, and it's 7-3 Gators at the half. Burlingame trying to take the lead in the second half, but the ball is fumbled, and Aseli Fangupa scoops up the loose ball, and Aseli is gone! 33 yards to the promised land as the Gators take a 14-3 lead. But the Panthers strike back. Luke Levitt fires, and it's Jake Flood in stride, and the floodgates are open. 44 yards to the house, and it's 14-10 Sacred Heart Prep Gators. The Gators respond on their next offensive play. Sasha Bamdad gets the ball in the end around, and Sasha turns on the Jets. A 63-yard rushing touchdown for the junior wideout. The point after is good, and it's 21-10 Sacred Heart Prep Gators after 3. The Gators defense turns it up a notch in the fourth as Timotei Fangupo gets home for the sack. Coach Mark Grieve getting a water bath after the game as the Gators win the CCS Division IV title. Morrell and Bamdad with rushing touchdowns for the victorious Gators.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Dicha Rajan from the Westmont basketball team. Dicha sporting an amazing 4.6 GPA.
Give your daughter the gift of sisterhood at Presentation High School, where every girl is truly known and cared for. Our warm and welcoming community helps students excel academically, grow personally, and connect socially. From rigorous academics to vibrant extracurriculars, Presentation empowers young women to lead with confidence and compassion. Visit presentationhs.org to schedule a tour and see why so many families choose Presentation. Applications for the 2025-26 school year are due Friday, December 13th. Don't miss the opportunity to invest in her future.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy play each week. This is a play in a game that made everyone happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Leland Chargers. The Chargers get the tackle as time runs out, and it's a 27-21 victory as Leland wins its 5th CCS title, and the Chargers were very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Consider opening a savings account to start building interest on your savings. Online account opening makes getting started easy.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here's our Adrian Soriano with the Service by Medallion play of the week.
We start off with Perion Williams from St. Francis with a spectacular catch for the big gain. But the play of the week has to go to Makari Kenyon from Pittsburgh with this one-handed catch for the touchdown. Makari Kenyon, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week to meet the Presentation basketball player and her dedication to her mom. We will see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the players of the week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.